So I'm Heba Musa from Tabdeel Center for Cycling Urbanism, and now based in Cairo, but working in on the level of Egyptian cities. I thank you for the invitation. I'm a graduate of TU Berlin myself, so I was very happy to partake in this event. Tabdeel started as a collective, now turned company. We started in 2018, and we focus on design, research, and advocacy for cycling and walking mobility, or as we can say, human-powered mobility. Our vision for the Egyptian cities to be built around the human needs, respecting the environment, and also to give the bike users the right of using and shaping the street, not only using them. Our mission is to inspire and mobilize the urban residents to interact with the changing mobility scene, which is changing very fast in Egypt. And now Tabdeel has a multidisciplinary approach. We use arts, technology, design, and knowledge production to deliver our projects. I'll give you an overview of examples from our project. We work in different levels. So for the individuals to increase the bicycle use, we have to work on personal perceptions of safety and to give incentives for cycling, and turning points also to work on behavioral change. So for example, one of the projects we have done is called Better by Bike. In the beginning of COVID-19, we give small incentives for people to rent bicycles for longer term. It's like small grants kind of, and a lot of people applied for the projects, and now we have the news that they actually bought bikes after the grant was over. Another thing to work with the individuals is the personal vehicle, because most of the bicycles in Egypt are oriented towards recreation and sports. So we launched our first cargo bike sharing in Egypt, which is more oriented towards cargo mobility, and also for women to have more space on the bike to get their mobility needs within the existing gender norms. For the sociocultural level, we work on the image of cycling, whether it's seen as a recreational activity or as thing for men only. The photo down there is from a workshop about gender and mobility in Upper Egypt, which is a very conservative area in Egypt. We also work with the students to see how they perceive cycling, whether they see moving to cars as an improvement in the future, so we can make sure these students will grow up with a positive image of cycling. Another thing we work on as urban planners is the physical environment. So we create proposals. Not only that we create proposals ourselves, we also try to involve people to create the proposals for their cities, and then we advocate for them with the government to be executed. This from a mobility, like a design workshop in Alexandria, and the students created actually a full plan for the Alexandria waterfront to be cycling friendly, and also created virtual reality simulation so they can involve more residents in the discussion, even those who don't necessarily know how to cycle, so they can get a sense of what is it like to cycle in the Corniche of Alexandria safely. Finally, the final level is in the policy and economic environment. As I said before, we do research, and one of our researches has led to a wider discussion at the government, especially the Housing and Building Research Center. And now we are part of the writing of the Egyptian code, first code for cycling infrastructure. So hopefully in the next 2 years, we will have regulations of what to do when building cycling infrastructure, beyond just painting and spraying cycling icons in the streets. And finally, this is my final statement.
And now you're frozen. I think.
Can you hear me? Hello?
You've been frozen. Your last sentence?
Welcome back.
Okay, thank you. I don't know where did I stop, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you heard that. Yeah, the last part was that we were part of the code, writing the code for cycling infrastructure in Egypt. That is the very first regulation of what to do with the cycling infrastructure. And now this is my final statement. This is an imagination of how car-free cities would look like. We drew this for Car-Free Cities Alliance, which is an alliance based in the Netherlands, but we are part of. And that will also include the public transportation, cycling, and people using the space wisely and enjoy their cities. Thank you.
Thank you.